KGM Picks. What's up, everybody? And guess what, man? You know, there's a lot of rumors going around. A lot of rumors. And the talk is De La Hoya versus Floyd Money Mayweather. And you know what? My opinion on it, I love it. I think it's great for the Money team to take this fight. I think it's great for Floyd. And the reason being is because he had a dust off. He just fought a 200-pounder, and everybody's knocking Logan and knocking Floyd both. Like, I don't understand it. Like, yeah, it was an exhibition. This guy was 200 pounds. He came in shape. He was ripped up, man. He was ripped up, and he was big, and he was fast. And, you know, it was a hugging match. People, you got to understand, man. He's in there with Floyd. Floyd has endurance. Floyd is chipping away at him. The guy, he lasted. And it was just an exhibition, though. Like, you know what I mean? Floyd fought well. I thought Floyd did his thing, and I thought Logan had to keep holding on. He doesn't have experience in that ring enough. He's new to the sport, just like Jake is. You know, but you got to give the Paul brothers credit. But this is why I like it. I like it because he gets to fight an older guy just like him. It's going to make a lot of money, which we all know Floyd likes to get them big paychecks, and so does De La Hoya. De La Hoya, you know, he has that, he likes that stuff, you know what I mean? He likes to get that little energy going. He spends a lot of money. He's still the golden boy. Likes to wear the high heels and gets in the dress, you know, which is fine. You know, that's all good. You know, that's a cool thing, you know. He likes to wear a dress and go and hit that stuff up. So, you know, he lives a wild lifestyle, De La Hoya. So he needs a big payday, okay? He said that he beat Floyd the first fight. That's how you know he's on a lot of drugs. And, you know, I don't care what nobody says, man. Floyd bodied him that first fight. That guy couldn't even move his hand. Every time he moved that hand, boom, right to the eye. He had him, like, so messed up towards the end of that fight where Floyd was body, he moved the hand, head, you know, he was making him miss. Yeah, he threw a lot of punches at Floyd, but he didn't really connect. He didn't do any damage. And I would love to see them go at it again. And the other reason Floyd fought Logan Paul, the big payday is if Jake Paul, which I think he is, I think he's going to handle business against Woodley. I like Tyron Woodley. He's a UFC legend. He was great in his prime. And I just think Jake Paul is going to handle him. I think he's going to handle him. I don't know if he's going to knock him out. He might. But I think Woodley's definitely going to be a way better fight than the Ben Askren, okay? At least Woodley's still in some shape, and he will take this seriously, Woodley. I think he's going to train. I think he's going to fight hard. You know, they got to fight it out to see what happens. But Jake Paul has to knock this guy out or win, right? He has to handle his business so he could get that Floyd Mayweather fight. And that's why I think it's also good for Floyd to take this De La Hoya fight and squeeze it in. Because the thing is, you got to stay active. You know what I mean? And we just saw him on a recent video. He's running in Miami. He's riding the bike in Miami. He's staying in shape. He just had an exhibition with Logan. Get a fight with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? Get a real boxing match, 12 rounds in a stadium. That would be phenomenal. You know, people might be like, oh, yeah, you know, they're going to hate all the time, you know. And, you know, there's a difference between a fan of Floyd Mayweather talking bad about him because it's out of love and they don't want to see him fight no more, and a hater that's going to hate. But me, I'm a fan. But I'm a big fan, and the thing is, I know Floyd Mayweather is crazy. He's crazy, man. That kid's a fighter. He's gonna fight to the day he dies. He's gonna fight to the day he dies. Mark my words. This guy, we're gonna be old men, and he's still gonna be. I'll fight this guy. You know, he's making lottery tickets out of these boxing matches, and it's great to watch sometimes, man. People are going to always hate. His fighter Tank just had a great win tonight. You know, Floyd's in a good spot right here, and he's got a chance to go at De La Hoya, and he's an older man, De La Hoya, and so is Floyd. It's good to get them cobwebs off, stay in the ring, stay a little active. Jake Paul beats Woodley, then we could set up that fight for the big payday. Money Team, TMT. You know, I'm going to tag all the TMT guys in this. I think that's the move. I mean, they know best. You know, who am I? I'm only KGM picks. But in my eyes, I think that Floyd get De La Hoya, and then go after Jake Paul. If he wins, if Jake Paul wins, or even if he loses, to be honest, because people really hate Jake Paul. They really hate Jake Paul. They want to see Jake Paul get his ass whooped. People don't really hate Logan Paul. So, you know what I mean? People generally hate this kid Jake Paul. And I like Jake Paul. I really do. I think, you know, what's the big deal? Like, he's fighting, he's doing his thing. But I think I would love to see Floyd fight Jake Paul in not an exhibition. Make him try to catch that weight and fight him 12 rounds after he fights De La Hoya. Or maybe get another guy in there and get another matchup. But either way, I think it's a great thing that for Floyd. I think Floyd's in a great position right here again. He's always in a great position. So this is the match that the rumors are talking about. De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather. And you know what? I love it. My opinion is I love it. I hope it happens. I hope they get that contract in. And I think it would be awesome, man. I think it would be awesome. I mean, guys, comment. Let me know. Do you want to see Floyd Mayweather fight Oscar De La Hoya again? And I say yes, because they're both older. It's there. And you know what? It's a big payday. It's a big payday, because I know I would pay to watch them guys go at it. I don't know why everybody's like, man, oh, it's two old guys. There's a lot of hate between those guys. A lot of hate. They hate each other. They're not friends at all. It's not, you know, he hates Oscar De La Hoya. That's probably why he might not take the fight, you know, not to give Oscar a payday. But I think it's good for him to get in there, whoop some ass, and get ready to go fight Jake Paul. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think Jake Paul's for real. I think he's for real. I watch him train. He you know, I think he's a tough dude. And I think Woodley, you're in trouble. But Woodley is going to come in shape, and he's going to come way more in shape than Ben Askren. So I will give Woodley that. Woodley could, and he's a Hall of Fame UFC guy. And Ben Askren came in looking terrible. He gained a lot of weight. He did not look good. He was coming off hip surgery. This is a guy who just lost a fight, Woodley. You know, he just lost a couple fights in a row, but it's still Tyron Woodley. So the opportunity is there for Woodley if he's going to train right and come in there and be ready to go with this kid. And I just think Jake Paul's going to get him. I just think he's going to get him too. So, you know, best outcome is Jake Paul does get him, and it sets up that big mega fight with Floyd and him. And everybody's saying this is ruining boxing. This is ruining boxing. They don't even watch boxing. They really don't. You know what I mean? They just don't watch it. I mean, boxing has been ruined for a long time. These guys don't want to fight each other. We're finally getting a couple good fights. And, you know, guys are trying to fight each other. But you got guys like the Charlo brothers. You know, like this Charlo guy. You know, he doesn't want to fight. He wants to fight Triple G and Canelo, but he doesn't want to fight Benavidez. And he's saying, I don't want to fight him because he's young. He didn't take the vaccine shot. Those are just excuses because he's scared. Benavidez, I think, would kick his ass. I think he would whoop his ass. And you know what? it is what it is. He's scared. He doesn't want to fight. That's okay. Blame it on a vaccine. Blame it on his age, whatever. Benavidez could fight. He could bang. The kid could bang. And Benavidez said the right things. He said, you know, we should fight to see who gets Canelo, which is the truth. You know what I mean? You got to earn that right. You can't just go around and beat around the bush. This kid is good. He wants to fight you. You don't want to fight him. So you come up with these 2-3 excuses. And, you know, it's really unacceptable. This is why boxing has been dying. And I've been saying it for years. You know what boxing really needs to do? They really need to do this. And if they ever do this, you guys need to make sure they send me some money. Because I'm telling you, the best thing for boxing is to make it like a NCAA March Madness bracket, okay? So it's a bracket to see who fights who next. You gotta fight him. You gotta fight him. These winners fight each other, and it should be like that. Just how it is in March Madness, like a certain time of the year, they should do it and call it Boxing Madness, Fight Madness, whatever they want to call it, and say KGM, send me a paycheck boxing, because that's my idea. You guys stink. You guys can't even come up with that idea. That's a simple idea. I've been screaming about that idea for at least 10 years now. I've been saying that they should have a bracket, because you got to force these guys in the ring with each other, because you got guys, I mean, I'm not going to say Charlo, you know, like the Charlo brothers, whatever, Charlo. The thing is, he shouldn't have an excuse. Like, there's no excuse to. Benavidez is a great fighter, bro. It's not about his age, not about a vaccine, man. Get the hell out of here. You're saying vaccine, but you're at a party with like 20 people before your last fight. You're at a party with 20 people around you. And guess what, buddy? If you do the research, people that have the vaccine are still getting COVID. So you're around 20 people, no mask, you know, but I don't want to fight him because he doesn't have the vaccine. But you're probably going to the club. You're probably going to the airport. Come on, bro. We you know, the real guys see through that stuff. So boxing has been dead for a while. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing, I think, you know, is for Floyd to get these fights with Thriller and get it in. So Floyd versus Oscar, I like that. I like that a lot, guys. Sub, like, comment.